Dear future officers, welcome to Future IAS Academy under the guidance of Satish sir. Ex-civil servant, a philanthropist and a person dedicated for the cause of the aspirants. This is Raghuram Gowda with you. I have been teaching UPSC aspirants for the past 15 years. In this regard, majorly I have been teaching in Delhi and Bangalore. Now I am in Hyderabad. I am an author of 2 ethics books. Before I started writing books, I got very good marks, in fact top marks in the ethics paper. In 2015 ethics paper, I got 124 marks. It was one of the top marks at that point of time. This made me to think as to how can I help students further. I started writing book. Then the only book available was lexicon. When I started writing, I came to know, I analyzed that most of the questions and the syllabus are taken from second ARC syllabus. So this one book became 2 books. So in this regard, I wrote my first book, that is Ethics, Integrity and Aptitude according to second ARC, where all the 15 ARC reports regarding ethics are compiled and kept in one place. All these books are available on Amazon. Then I wrote another book in line with the same thing, a continuity according to UPSC syllabus. Each and every word in the syllabus has been explained here. I wrote this book way back in 2018 and 19. They are available. You can check out those things. Now coming to the agenda of the day. Why are we here? हम इधर क्यों हैं? Definitely to get first rank, to get IAS. In my opinion, all top ranks are equal to first rank. Then the question arises as to how to get first rank. Dear students, inevitably you know that you will be getting first rank if you get maximum marks in mains. Some students think that mains means only written. No, mains includes written and personality test. Before that can happen, you should clear prelims. So coming to the mains one, the mains written part, how to get maximum marks. Time and again, the things have proved that in GS-1, 2, 3, you are not getting good marks. Even the toppers, even the first ranker, I think 24 topper, she got 88 marks in GS-3. So where to get maximum marks? How to get these things? Dear students, inevitably it is 2 important things. OS, optional subject, ethics and essay. These are the things which are fetching you the marks. So here once again a question arises in this, which is more important? Because ethics and essay carry 500 marks and optional also 500. Which is so important? Which is worth giving your time? So in this regard, one important thing which you have to keep in mind is to master any optional, at least it takes 6 to 12 months. On the other hand, your ethics and also essay can be mastered in just 1 month if right guidance is provided. So here it is the difference of time, how productive the things are. So ethics and essay are the most important and in fact more important than your optional subject in getting the rank. Nowadays the rule of optional subject is over. Even in the top options, they are not getting even 300 marks. How to get first rank? What is the most important tool? In this regard, one of the most important thing is ethics. You may ask me, how is that? How ethics can get you first rank? Dear students, ethics is one which is directly related to interview. In fact, interview, your personality test is testing your values and aptitude. Interview is said to be written ethics paper, right? Or the other way around. Ethics paper is just like interview, but it is written. right? So here for interview, if there is any subject, in civil service which is useful, it is inevitably ethics paper. The only difference is what all the things tested in ethics paper are tested in interview or personality, but they are oral. That is the only difference. Then the other thing is essay. Once again, if there is any paper, any subject which is more useful for essay, is inevitably ethics. Why? What is the reason for that? From 2020, the question paper of ethics paper have completely changed. In both section A and section B, they are giving questions which are all philosophical, which are abstract, which are in the form of statements. And these are the same things we study in ethics. In my opinion, if you have a strong hold in ethics, you can write your essay paper very easily with comfort, confidence and ease. In fact, there are many cases where ethics questions are repeated in your essay also. Then coming to the next one, the governance in GS2, topic number 15 and 16 in GS2. They are completely covered, in fact covered to a greater extent in our ethics paper. Whether it is with respect to accountability, with respect to control, with respect to e-governance, with respect to like other aspects of government, all these are in-depth covered in our ethics paper. So how many marks here? So in all, it will be more than 500 here itself. Not only that, it may not be as important, as useful as the three things I said, that is interview, essay and governance. But definitely it is also useful for society, social justice, IR, not only that, with respect to internal security. In fact, there is a strong trinity or a kind of strong area which are linked to one another. They are in GS1 society, in GS2 governance, social justice and IR, and in GS3 it is respect to internal security and the ethics paper and the essay paper. All these things have almost all the same subjects. So you should be reading all these things together. In my class, I will be covering all these aspects also. Okay. So in total, around 800 to 900 marks. I repeat, 800 to 900 marks you can score with comfort, with confidence and ease if you have mastered ethics and if you have got right approach and right guidance. Okay. Then yet another very important thing I want to share. This is pertaining to the ethics paper. There is a big misconception. People are saying ethics paper, but they don't know what is tested in ethics paper. Can anyone tell me what is tested in ethics paper? You have to read the preamble, the first 3-4 lines given in the syllabus. These are the things which I am reproducing in front of you. This paper will include questions to test the candidate's what? Attitude. Note it down. Attitude is the one which is tested, and also the approach and problem solving approach. So what are they are testing? See, you should be knowing what they are testing before you start preparation or before any teacher starts preparing. They are testing your attitude, approach and problem solving approach, my dear students. Then a question may come to your mind, then why is this paper named Ethics, Integrity and Aptitude when they are testing your attitude, approach and problem solving? This is one most important thing not given in any book. I want to decipher these things in a very simple way. They are testing your attitude because of which, by which they are able to gauge your ethics. They are testing the approach through which they are gauging integrity. They are testing problem solving through which they are gauging aptitude. Is this clear to you? A very, very important, a fundamental thing as to how you have to approach ethics paper. Ethics, integrity and aptitude. Ethics is gauged by testing your attitude, and integrity by approach, how you approach a problem, how you approach a circumstance. And by problem solving, they are gauging your aptitude. This is very important. You should be internalizing these things. So how to apply these things? When a question is given to you, any UPSC ethics question, what are they testing? Attitude, approach and problem solving. You have to fulfill the demand. You have to show your attitude. There will be a problem. You have to solve that problem. These are the fundamental things which you should be following to get maximum marks. And before I start into topic today, I have thought of discussing two important aspects, often confused, subjective, and in fact many times thought wrong, that is attitude and aptitude. Before that, let me tell you the best way to prepare for ethics and also the wrong ways in preparation. What is the wrong way in preparation, teaching material, answers? Dear students, it is not based on standard sources. Teachers and students alike are just googling the things. They are using ChatGPT and other things, and those things which are not that standard. Here one criteria to decide what is standard is from where the UPSC questions are coming. From where are you getting the questions? These are the sources which you should be referring. If you take for example ethics, there are hundreds of definitions. If you build the concept on these subjective definitions which is not aligned with the syllabus or the PYQs, and if you base this and if you build on the other concept, the whole thing may go wrong. So for that you should be using only UPSC sources, the sources from which UPSC is picking. Then only to this subjective course there will be some objective reality. I repeat, ethics paper is subjective, very subjective, but beneath that subjectivity there are some objective truths which you have to find out. So in this regard, our sessions will be based on only UPSC sources, in that primarily, basically the syllabus and the PYQs to begin with. And afterwards we will be going into ARC report. In that there are many reports, say for example Right to Information Act. Then the fourth report, one of the most important, because of this, I repeat, because of this report, never in the history of UPSC there happened something. What was that? Introduction of ethics paper. Never in the history of UPSC there was anything like ethics paper. Just because of this report, there was a new subject. So this is one of the most important report, fourth report, ethics in governance. Not only that, we will be covering social capital, we will be covering the personal, the 10th report with respect to how the administration, how the personals in the government has to work. After that, we have got e-governance, then you have got citizens charter. All these things will be covered to you. You can read those things, but these are lengthy. Conceptually, you cannot have the hold. I have gone through all those things. I will give the cream, the best material. That will be more than sufficient for you to manage all the things which are there in ethics. Not only that, in addition to that, Department of Person and Training under the Ministry of Person, along with UNDP, has come up with some of the most important reports. They are Ethics and Values in Public Governance, Civil Service Competence Dictionary, Values in Administration. Questions are coming from these reports. Here you have to understand one important thing. UPSC is just a recruiting agency. What is the work of UPSC? Just recruiting. But the department or the ministry which is in charge of all the IAS, IPS, all those things is the Ministry of Person. So, the report they have produced to inculcate ethics, to improve competence, aptitude are very, very important, and these are the things we will be referring. I have made a very short note of all these things, summary, you can refer those things which are very handy and crispy. Then you have got one more most important person, this is Michael J. Sandel, is the rock star of ethics. He is the one person known world over. You can see his classes. His classes are not like our classes. For his classes, you may have to book the stadium. You can see this person. He is the person who is here. So, such a popular person. So, he has written a book, an important book which is relevant for us, that is Justice. So, this is available in PDF form also. Not only that, his videos are available on YouTube. There are 13 videos. You can go through these things. One are like they are about like 2 to 2.5 hours. It may take too long. All these things will be covered in our syllabus and also in our classes. Then the next wrong way of preparation with respect to teaching all these things is, people simply think ethics is a kind of philosophical things, Niti Shastra. That's not the one. It is not a general ethics or a political ethics. Some people, especially the PSIR people, they think that we know much about the things because we are reading. It's not that. In PSIR, political science, you will be reading political thinkers. Here we are reading moral thinkers. There's a lot of difference. In fact, if you keep those ideas and write in the examination, you may go wrong, you may get less marks. So, this is ethics in civil service, public administration and governance. I repeat, this is not general ethics. This is ethics in civil service, public administration and governance. These are very apparent in the syllabus itself. You can see here, the syllabus has 7 chapters. In that, 3rd chapter, ethics in civil service, and 7th, ethics in public administration, 6th, 7th, ethics in governance. Not only that, emotional intelligence in administration and governance. First chapter is the only one, ethics in human relation, is the only one where the things are related to general. Am I making this point clear? You have got 7 chapters. In that, general ethics is only 1 chapter. Next 4 chapters are related to ethics in civil service, administration, public administration and governance. So, you should not be taking too much philosophical things. Rather than that, you have to take the public administration approach. Public administration is a subject which is directly linked to civil service. Okay. Not only that, more than 50% of the questions with respect to case studies are directly related to public administration. You might have gone through these things. They are saying collector, director, finance minister. So, they are giving the questions in the public administration itself. So, you should not think ethics as a general philosophical ethics. It is ethics for civil service aspirants. Here, these are the concepts which are given: ethics, morals, values, attitude, integrity, aptitude, emotional intelligence. You should be knowing the meaning of this. Please note down, these are the only major concepts in the entire syllabus. These are applied to these things: civil service, public service, administration, public administration, bureaucracy, government, governance, good governance, ethical governance. Is the point clear to you? So, these are the concepts and they are applied here. This is it. There is nothing more than this in your syllabus. We will be disappearing the syllabus in a systematic way later. Okay, then another wrong way is not integrating with PYQs and the syllabus. Then you may ask me like how to do it and why it should be. This is one of the greatest defect in preparation and also teaching. With respect to almost all the subject, nearly 50 to 70 questions, especially in mains, are directly coming from PYQs. Directly coming. The reason being, say for example, is a topic. People like UPSC have been asking questions. So they have already asked all the varieties of questions they have to ask. Even if you get a new question, it may be just related to current affairs and the applied aspect. So here, in fact, the most important thing is syllabus of UPSC ethics paper can be deciphered only by going through syllabus and PYQs. Am I making this concept clear to you? The syllabus of UPSC ethics is syllabus and PYQs. Without PYQs, you cannot resonate with the mindset of the question paper, the way he thinks, the way he framed the questions. Not only that, the sources from which they are coming, the important areas, what to read, what not to read. And not only that, from in ethics, except 1 or 2 times, more than 70% of the questions are directly from PYQs. The exception being 2024 section A theory, those were different, and 2023 section B, that is with respect to case studies, they were a bit different. Other than this, 70 to 80% are majorly from PYQs. So what you should be doing, not only for ethics, for any subject, you should be reading, mastering the syllabus and PYQs at any cost, especially for mains. To begin with, what I advise you is, you should start your day with the syllabus. As soon as you wake up, first thing you should be doing is internalize the syllabus. Each and every aspect of the syllabus should be internalized. Right? Okay. So now, coming to the first slide, we started with our aim, our goal to get IAS, to get first rank. So how to get first rank? Definitely you have to get good marks in the exam. How will you get good marks in the examination? By answering questions, right? So how to get maximum questions, maximum marks for this question? Let me ask you a simple fundamental thing, because questions are the things through which we are getting service. What is the source of UPSC questions? What is the source of UPSC questions? किधर से आ रहा है? ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తున్నాయి? Are they coming from heaven? From where are they coming? I'll put you in a very crispy way. Who are the father and mother of UPSC questions? The answers like maybe NCERT, maybe current affairs. These are questions are coming, but these are not the father and mother. These are not the sources. If you go for setting the question, if I go or if any person go, the only 2 things are given to the question paper setter. They are syllabus and PYQ. A very, very important one. Other than this, they are not giving anything. So all the questions come from syllabus and PYQs to a greater extent. So you should master the syllabus and PYQs. Here, how many of you have internalized, by heart the whole syllabus? Sir, have you by hearted? Why, sir? Why you did not do? It's a matter of 5 pages, right? Everything will be there. This is the one fundamental thing. Over the process, I will tell you as to how to master not only ethics syllabus, the whole GS-1, 2, 3, 4 in a very systematic way, in a lucid way, in a flow, so that you will remember everything. So you have to internalize the syllabus and the PYQs, and the last but not the least, the FYQs. So this is a term I have coined, maybe like I have to take patents for this. FYQs, what are these? PYQ, previous year questions, FYQ, future year questions. Here there is a catch. Based on the syllabus and PYQs, you have to guess the questions which may be coming. This is the one done by toppers. Think that you have guessed 10. In that, even if you get 2, you will get first rank. Because those questions will be writing good. So that will be the thing. I repeat, whether it is prelims or mains, note down the important areas and prepare them thoroughly, where you should not go wrong. So you should predict even the future year questions also. So I said that the father and mother of UPSC questions are the syllabus. So now let us master the whole syllabus. If you give impeccable concentration, you can master the whole syllabus of ethics in just 5 to 10 minutes in this session. This is the hard work, this is the thought, this is a process which took nearly like 10 years for me to come to this conclusion. I was always wondering, all are saying syllabus is important, PYQs are important, but nobody is telling as to how to master the syllabus, and that is the reason why students are not able to master the syllabus. I have asked hundreds of students, I have faced thousands of students, in that none of the student has mastered the syllabus. This is one of the fundamental mistakes, and I don't want you to do that. So now let's get started to understand, to master the syllabus here and now. It just required one thing, your concentration. So before I explain the whole syllabus, you should be having some idea at least as to what is ethics. Niti Shastra kya hai? So for this there are many ways of defining the things, but the most important fundamental thing missed in most of the books and which has not been told is how to understand. Similar to ethics, if I ask you some questions like what is marriage, what is family, what is kinship, what is education, the best way to answer, the best way to understand this concept is what are the functions they perform. If you know the functions they perform, definitely it is very easy for you to understand and define the things. So what is the ethics all about? What is the function of ethics? The function of ethics is well-being of all. This is the most important thing, not given in any book, and in fact the most important thing which you can take with respect to this concept. What is the function of ethics? Well-being of all. So here, for the well-being of all, anything and everything done is the subject matter of ethics. For the well-being of all, certain standards are given. By comparing these standards, we will come to know what is right and what is wrong. So what is ethics? It is all related to the well-being of all. What is the function of ethics? Well-being of all. This is the one fundamental thing which you have to keep in mind. To understand ethics, as I said always, don't take any definition which is given in internet or randomly said by some individual. You should go to the authentic source. The whole of the ethics syllabus is based on ARC report, Administrative Reform Commission report. So you should be going for second ARC report. Second ARC defines this as set of standards. So what do you understand by standard? Say for example, meter, kilometer, centimeter. So what are these? They are standards. So by comparing to these standards, you are gauging whether something is right or wrong. So these are standards of right conduct. So what do you understand by conduct? In simple terms, behavior. What is ethics? According to second ARC, ethics refers to standards of right conduct, right behavior. Whether your behavior is good, whether your behavior is right or wrong, for that they have given certain standards. Then you may ask me, sir, how can you say that ethics are set of standards of right conduct? The answer is also given by second ARC itself. Second ARC says that ethics are set of standards. Who are giving these standards? Who are giving the ethical standards? Am I giving the ethical standards? Are you giving? Or the government is giving? Set of standards that society places on itself. So, who is giving the standards? Society. Society is putting these standards on itself. It's like you giving certain standards and you putting them on yourself. So, there is no external thing, it is society, and this guide our choice, behavior and action. Set of standards that society places on itself which guide our behavior and choices. That is the reason it is said to be set of standards of good conduct and good behavior. These are the most important, most authentic definitions on which the whole ethics paper has to be built. Second ARC is one of the most authentic, often referred source for UPSC. Okay. So, as I said, fourth report is very, very important. In the fourth report, first line of first chapter defines ethics like this. Ethics is set of standards that society places on itself and which helps guide behavior, choice and actions. How beautiful it is. See the importance of this. A report, in that first line, they are defining this. Then you can gauge the importance of this definition, the authenticity of this definition, and how best you can make use of this one. I have gone through all the pages there, all the report. Among all these things, they have given 4 definitions of ethics. They are all related and you can write interchangeably also because they have the same meaning. All the 4 I have put here. Okay. So, here to conclude, we can say that according to second ARC, they are set of standards. Not only that, set of standards, they include principles and values of right conduct that society places on itself, which helps guide our behavior, choice and actions. Right? Is the concept of ethics clear to you to some extent? So, this is the minimum thing which is required to understand the syllabus or to go further. Okay. So, now the syllabus. So, now you know what is the function of ethics? Well-being of all. So, here ethics, locus and focus. Locus is where in the syllabus, focus is what they are focusing. So, first chapter in your syllabus, please internalize, give due attention. The whole syllabus I will be explaining in 5 minutes. First chapter is about ethics in society. Next is ethics in civil service or public administration. Right? Ethics in civil service, next chapter, and the next chapter is ethics in public administration. And the next chapter is ethics in governance. Is it clear to you? Are you able to internalize? 4 chapters. Can you remember these 4 chapters? Ethics in society, 1 chapter. Ethics in civil service, next chapter. Ethics in public administration, next. Ethics in governance. That's it. Out of 7 chapters, you have mastered the 4 important things. This is a way in which you have to simplify the syllabus and remember the first key words. Afterwards, you can just attach some other words to this. So, 4 chapters now you are aware of. Next, the same things: ethics in society, ethics in civil service, ethics in public administration, governance. After that, you have got attitude and aptitude, emotional intelligence, moral thinkers from India and world. That's it. Attitude, aptitude, emotional intelligence and moral thinkers. Is it not simple? Are you able to have the complete picture of the syllabus? This is a way in which you might have not heard anywhere. In fact, recently I formulated like this is the way in which if I explain, students will be able to understand. After 10 years, I used to try many other modules. So, can you reproduce the syllabus? Ethics in society, civil service, public administration, then governance. 4 chapters over. Then attitude, aptitude, then emotional intelligence, moral thinker. That's it. This is the syllabus. So if you have this in your mind, everything, once again, a very important thing you should be keeping. Whatever you read, first thing what you should be doing, where in the syllabus. If you are not able to say, for example, current affairs, if you are reading, anything you read, you should locate in the syllabus, where in the syllabus. If you are not able to locate, please don't read. There are thousands of important things which you have to read. Okay, the same things. Next you have got case studies. So I have simplified the things, but in the syllabus this is the way they have given. Ethics in society, that is ethics and human interference, chapter number 1. In 3, aptitude and foundational values for civil service, ethics in public administration, ethics in governance, that is probity in governance. In 2 you have got attitude, 4 you have got emotional intelligence, 5 moral thinkers. That's it. So while you read, which is the way which you have to follow? Should you be reading in this sequence or should you be reading in this sequence? First one or second one? The answer is always. For better understanding, you may use any method, but always follow the UPSC sequence. Why? The reason being, UPSC question paper setter set the question in the same sequence. I have gone through those things, not only in this paper, even in GS-1 to 3. Okay. So now, values, ethics. Let me just draw a diagram with respect to this. It's a simple one and it's a profound one, if at all, if you want to understand the things. So here, let me first explain this part first. So it's a simple diagram. At the center, you will be having civil service, right? Civil service is part of public service, right? Public service is part of public administration. Public administration. So public administration is part of your government. Then government is part of governance. So it's in the ascending way. So first one, civil service, it is present in public service, public administration, afterwards government, afterwards governance. So this is the one, right? If you take values and ethics, with respect to values and ethics, values are all encompassing, in that comes your ethics. These are values. Okay, is this clear? So with coming to the syllabus, here if I explain each and every aspect of syllabus, it may take long time and you may not understand. So here, like just make this time properly. I will just explain the first chapter, because other things you should be knowing some background, otherwise you may not. Okay. So with respect to ethics, so as I said, ethics, in the first chapter you have got 2, that is ethics and human values. Here the key thing are human actions, dimensions, and private and public. So what are the 3 key things in ethics? Number 1, human actions. Number 2, dimensions of ethics. Number 3, ethics in private and public relations. So try to internalize these things. Essence, determinants and consequences of ethics in human actions. So just keep human actions. Then dimensions of ethics, then private and public ethics. Done with? So what are the 3 things? What are 3 things? Very good. Public and private. That's it. There is nothing more. And afterwards, coming to human values, here you learn just two important keywords: lessons learned and inculcating values. Lessons learned. ఎవరి నుంచి లెసన్స్ నేర్చుకుంటారు మీరు? ఎల్డర్స్, సీనియర్స్, లీడర్స్. సో లెసన్స్ లర్న్ ఫ్రమ్ లీడర్స్, రిఫార్మర్స్, అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్స్. Don't bother about these words, these are general one. And also inculcation of values. Putting, what is inculcation? Putting firmly something in your mind by repetition. Who have inculcated value in you? Family, society, education institution. This is it. So what are the two important things which you have to learn in the second one? Lessons learned, inculcation of values. That's it. So what are the 5 important things which are there in chapter 1? Only 5. Very good. Diamond. Yes, very good. Then what are the other 2 human values? Then that's it. So this is the way you have to master the syllabus. Now any question UPSC asks, you should ask a question. From where? Just locate that. Locus. Focus what they are asking. So in the same way, you also have like the other chapter, civil service, ethics in civil service. Here you have got integrity, impartiality, non-partisanship, objectivity, dedication to public service, empathy, tolerance, compassion for weaker sections. So here you should 100% behead this as it is. So shall we take 1 minute and try to remember these things, because you should write these words in all the answers, almost all. Integrity, impartiality, non-partisanship, objectivity, dedication to public service, empathy, tolerance and compassion. So I repeat again: integrity, impartiality, non-partisanship, objectivity, dedication, empathy, tolerance and compassion for whom? Weaker sections. That's it. So after that you have got ethics with respect to public administration. These are the things you should be going through. These things, it speaks about the status and the problems, concerns and dilemmas, laws, rules and regulations as a source of guidance, accountability, strengthening of ethical values, international relations and corporate governance. Afterwards you have got probity in governance. Then you have got attitude, a very simple one but most important one, because they are testing your attitude. Then you have got emotional intelligence, as very small one. It is just having 3 important things. One is concepts, another is utility, usefulness and application. So what you are studying in emotional intelligence? Concepts. After that, utility and application. So here what is emotional intelligence? And they are applied to administration and government. What is emotional intelligence? Are you emotionally intelligent? Let me just in just 1 or 2 minutes tell you the crux of the whole chapter. So do you know RUM? RUM. So with this acronym you can learn this. What is emotional intelligence means? RUM. Recognize your emotions. So how you are feeling now? When you feel something interesting, how you feel? When you are like feeling bad, how? First recognize them, then understand them. Why you are feeling? The whole day you are not feeling good. Why you are feeling like that? What was the reason? Understand them. And afterwards manage them. This is it. So what is emotional intelligence? RUM. Recognize, understand and manage. So for this you had just another two things. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand and manage emotions in you and others. Two important things, not just one, yourself and others. This is it. See, the whole concept is over for you. The same thing you should be applying in administration, governance. So what is emotional intelligence?
It is the ability to recognize and understand and manage the
Emotions in you and others. That's it. So you should be doing this at least 3 to 4 times a day. So like whenever you are there, you are not, first of all, you are not recognizing. Then enduku? Then how to make use? This is a very, very important one. UPSC is testing your mental toughness. It's just a mind game. There is nothing very, very difficult in ethics or in UPSC syllabus like rocket science, formulas, they are not at all there. But the exam is difficult. The reason being, syllabus is vast and more number of competitors. It may make you cry, anxious. Emotional intelligence is the one which is required. If you are not emotionally intelligent, this exam may not be for you. So, and also very important thing is, this can be learnt. మీరు నేర్చుకోవచ్చు. आप सीख सकते हैं इसको. Okay. So these are the things which are there: attitude, emotional intelligence, moral thinkers. Apart from that, ethics in society, ethics in civil service, ethics in public administration and governance. This is the whole syllabus. Please go through these things and internalize these things. Before you come to our next class, you should be having a fair idea of the things. I repeat, anything you do from this day, you should be asking one question: where in the syllabus? If you are not able to find the things in the syllabus, then you shouldn't be reading that. Even if you read, it will be a waste. Okay. So if you have got any doubt, please let me know. So if you don't have any doubt, let me wind up the session here. Have a great day. Enjoy your preparation. Thank you, one and all.